Old age is the second childhood. Therefore, we are called to treat our elderly parents and old people as kindly as we would like to treat the children, young infants at our home. In this context, an imaginary letter written by elderly parents to their young children. Here we go. Dear son and daughter, greetings of love, peace, and joy. May I request you to spend some time to read this letter that I am writing to you? Today you find that I have become very old. Try to have patience with me and try to understand me. If I get dirty while eating, if I have some difficulty in dressing up, be patient. Remember the hours that I spent teaching you these things when you were small. I have become a child once again. Remember the saying, old age is a second childhood. If I repeat the same thing several times, do not interrupt me. Please listen to me. As my memory fails, I may repeat the same things several times. Moreover, to keep talking gives me a sense of relief from my world of loneliness. Therefore, please understand me. When you were small, you kept asking me to read the same story evening after evening until you fell asleep, and I did it happily. If I do not wash myself so often under the shower, do not reprimand and do not tell me that it is shame. Remember how many excuses I had to invent to make you take bath when you were small? By seeing my ignorance of new technologies, don't laugh at me. Give me some time to understand them. Of course, I may never understand them completely. Remember, I taught you so many things: to eat properly, to dress up well, to behave well, how to confront the problems of life, and so on. If I sometimes lose my memory or am not able to follow a conversation, give me the necessary time to recollect the facts and figures. And even if you don't get them right, don't worry about it too much, because even I am not much worried about not getting them either. More importantly, what matters to me is that you are there with me and I am able to speak to you. If I refuse to eat, don't force me, please. Allow me to figure out when to eat and how much to eat. When my poor legs don't carry me as fast as they did earlier, help me in the same way as when I held your hands to teach to take the first steps decades ago in your life, remember? Sometimes I may even tell you that I don't want to live anymore. Don't be shocked. Don't be angry. You will also understand it one day. At certain age, we don't really live as such, but we simply survive. I am asking all these favors from you, not because it is my right to get all this kindness from you, or because you have duty to repay for all that I did when you were small. In fact, I don't want to trouble you with all these expectations of mine, but I can't help. I am helpless now. So I ask of you all these things not because I have the right to demand from you, but because of the love that I have for you. That love gives me the courage and makes me comfortable to ask you freely for all these things. I hope the same love that you have for me will help you not to look at my demands as a burden. One day you will understand that in spite of all my errors and limitations, I always loved you. And I always wanted the best for you in life. You don't have to feel sad, unfortunate, or helpless in front of my old age and for my present conditions. That is life. We all know that old age is difficult, But only when we reach that stage, we can really understand how difficult it is in reality. One final request or reminder to you, my dear son, daughter. Our human nature is not happy with temporary or passing things. The longing for some sort of permanence is deep within all the humans, irrespective of the religion or region or the language or culture. We all want something strong and stable, permanent and persistent, enduring and everlasting. But our experience shows that everything in life is changing and passing, not only things in life, but the very life is itself is passing. And only God, remember, only God is permanent, necessary, and absolute. And that is why only God can give us the final meaning of our lives. I dearly invite you, therefore, my dear daughter, my dear son, to be rooted in God. Remember all that I taught you when you were small? That time you might have just accepted because I told you. But now you take time to think and be personally convinced of the need to be rooted in God. Don't wait to become old like me to realize that great lesson. Yes, live a life that matters, and because in the final analysis only God matters, live a life that is pleasing to God, and you will be always happy and content in life. Remember, God never forsakes the one who surrenders to Him. With prayerful and loving blessings, your dearest dad, mom.